I really just need to take that tube off in my...
That's... Hey everyone, welcome back to Fromania. Fromania Bricks. And welcome back to the second fanciest recording studio in our house. That's right, we are downstairs in the kitchen again because our Lego room just is not fit for recording right now. We have had a significant influx of Lego throughout the holiday season, December and the first part of January, and this is the only place that we have space to film that will showcase all that has come into this house. What you are looking at right now is the first of a 3-part video series that we are calling Happy Holidays. Get it? Holidays?
Yes.
Holidays. We didn't know what to call the video, and your mom has the wit and brilliance of the house.
Yes.
And she came up with the title of this. So this is part 1 of our Happy Holidays video, in which we're going to share with you the unbelievable Lego snags that Micah picked up during the Christmas season. Now, some of the Lego sets that are on the table were Christmas gifts. Some of them were Micah's own money. Some of them were other gifts from family. Some of them were selling things to procure other things. But there is a diverse array of stuff on this table. And I say diverse array, 90% of this is Star Wars. I do see some vintage stuff up front that we're going to talk about, and a couple of gifts with purchase as well. So with that, Micah, I want to begin to introduce the Lego set that landed in Micah's collection this Christmas season. Let's start with this right here, this black Star Wars case, because it's in front of me and I want to move it off of the table. So tell me what we've got here.
So this is a pretty unique piece. So the Jango Fett Slave 1, there was a special version that came packed with a cargo case. And I found someone selling it at a decent price. Actually, a really good price. And since I just picked up the Jango Fett Slave 1 set, I thought it'd be a neat display/utilitarian item to add to my collection.
Utilitarian? That's a big word. I need a dictionary to understand utilitarian. You picked this one up off of Bricklink, and there was a cool story on that as well. I had messaged the seller about this case, asking for photos, and they actually put this box into 3 different boxes to let me see how it would fit, how it would be protected, and gave me rates on all 3 of those boxes. That is remarkable service, in my opinion. So we picked out the box we wanted, it got shipped to us, and when it arrived at our house, Micah cracked open the package, and it wasn't just the box in it.
Yeah, so actually I hear it shake, and my heart sinks, because I'm scared I'm going to open this thing up, and I'm going to see the classic Jango, a Cloud City bow, something like that the seller has accidentally left in here because it's from 2002.
Or that it's just bits of shattered plastic.
Oh, that would, I didn't even think about
Didn't even think about how that could have gone
And
wrong.
I opened it up, and there's a Lego Batman bag in here, like a storage bag. And I'm like, that's weird, and it shakes. There's definitely something in it. I open it up, and there's like a thank you card in there, and a Star Wars set, a vintage Star Wars set from 1999.
What is this set?
It's a vulture droid. It's really neat.
A vulture? So this is a droid.
Yeah,
it's
a
not
droid.
A spaceship.
Well, it is. It's a droid that would have flown, and it can walk.
Did you let me just get away with calling it a spaceship?
Oops.
Oh, that is super cool,
Yeah.
how it will twist and walk. So this is unmanned then. There would not be a pilot inside of this.
Separatist.
There would be some teenager with a little droid remote control flying it around like a drone through Star Wars universe. That is super cool. All right, we knocked that out. Let's knock out a couple of these smaller gift with purchases that are hiding as well. So this first one is simply a Lego delivery truck?
Yes.
Is there any special title on this, or is it just the Lego delivery truck?
I actually do not know the title. All I know is it's crazy expensive on the aftermarket. They're going like 70 to 100 seats.
What? This truck is
Yeah.
going for 70 to 100?
At least sealed. We got a bunch of them, I almost wish I would have known before I built it, because since we would have had some built, I might have kept mine sealed for a bit.
This came when we got the Venator, correct? This was one of the gift with purchases for the Venator. And this guy is also doing like one of those teenage surfing on the roof things, I guess is what's going on. It's really kind of, it's not a aesthetically pleasing build.
I mean, it's neat.
Like there's a quaintness to it, but it's also very squared, and the studs on top is something you don't typically see in vehicles. Normally it's a smooth top. Nonetheless, it's cool. Is that my Lego package in here? Is this my Christmas present hiding in the back?
Oh.
What did you get me for Christmas? Let me open it up.
Oh, no. That's not for you.
You got me 6 studs.
Yeah.
This was not the only gift with purchase, though, that we picked up on that haul. We also have Galileo Galilei. This is not the only Galileo Galilei or the only Lego truck that we got. And in our holiday video specials, in number 2 and number 3, when we showcase what Caleb got and what I got, you'll see some more of old Galileo. Carrying on here, Micah, I'm just kind of picking random things here. Tell me a little bit about this.
This is the holiday Millennium Falcon diorama, and we got one that we built. But I knew that if I didn't have one in my personal collection, I'd regret it later down the line, so I just got this one and I'm keeping it sealed for now.
I absolutely love this diorama.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but there is just something quaint and cool and Christmassy about this diorama. I mean, you've got Rey in her festive Millennium Falcon holiday sweater. You've got Finn in his festive Rebels sweater?
Yeah, or Resistance.
Resistance. Rebels, Resistance. I'm still learning, and he is so patient with me, but I am learning. Chewbacca is naked as always, and then you've got the Porg and BB-8 on here as well. And they have decked the halls of the Millennium Falcon. What is the book? Do you know what the... See a storybook featured on this.
Some of the Jedi text.
Okay.
And that's part of the, like, that's one of the unique elements.
So, you know, our holy text would be the nativity and stuff. Does this talk about, like, the origins of Yoda? Is that, like, their Christmas text? Like, one day Yoda was laid in a manger? Is that the origins of Yoda?
I do not know what that is.
All right, Micah, you are having a good old time fidgeting with this guy here. Tell me a little bit about this in front of you.
This is the Ultimate Collector Series Snowspeeder, and I missed out on it. Back in the day, I remember looking at the store display. And I actually found one sealed at our Bricks and Minifigs store. So that was very nice. So it got the box, the instructions.
And I'm so excited because it's cold outside. And we know on snowy days, what better thing for the snow than a cardboard box to create a bonfire with?
If you burn that box.
Super excited about the snow with this box. We actually did take the snow speeder outside. You might have seen one of the reels that we posted and YouTube shorts that we posted of this sitting in the snow. As Micah, with fear and anxiety in his eyes, watched the moisture build over top of all of these valuable stickers. You picked this one up at Bricks and Minifig. We actually have Bricks and Minifig to thank for the absolute massive influx of Lego into our home. But we love our Bricks and Minifig store. Jake, the owner, and the staff there are incredible. We are in there almost weekly, and they are just amazing humans. So if you are ever in the Nashville area, you have got to go visit Bricks and Minifigs of Brentwood, and maybe you'll come home with the snow speeder too.
He actually had another one, and that one sold too.
To you?
No.
Did you buy that one too? Do we have another one of these in the house?
I wish.
No. There's not another one
I do have
in here.
The original bags in there because I care about that stuff. But
while we're on the topic of Bricks and Minifig, that is not the only thing that came home into Micah's collection from Bricks and Minifig either. In fact, sitting in front of us here, I'm almost scared to touch it because it's a very special set. Not as special as the minifig that went with it, but it's still a special set. We have Jango Fett's Gunship?
Slave One.
Slave One.
They canceled that term, but it was called Slave One when it was that canceled.
Wait. So Jango Fett's was Slave One and Boba Fett's was Slave One?
Boba Fett's is this just repainted, I think, or damaged.
What?
Yes. Yeah, Boba has Jango's ship.
What?
And Jango's armor. I think it's all...
That's the
he's got it
same
all from Boba.
thing?
Yeah, I think
No, this is not. Did you all know this? Like, seriously, did you all know that Jango Fett's ship was Boba Fett's
Yeah, I'm
ship?
pretty sure of it. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he got all of Jango's stuff. He got his armor and his ship.
I don't even know what to do about this. This one was on the shelves at Bricks and Minifig this Christmas season. It's been on Micah's want list for a long time. And this was one that he had to work to get. This took some other selling on his part to bring this one home. It was nearly complete. There were a couple of missing components that you ordered off of Bricklink.
The unique thing with this one is it had the original box. It was flattened, but I folded it back into shape. And that's very rare. There's actually no one selling just the box anywhere. On Bricklink or eBay.
There are no copies, as of right now, no copies of this box on Bricklink or eBay.
Yeah.
So if you go to our eBay store, you might find this listed here very soon. And it's not just the box that you got with this.
I got the original instructions, but they're missing the cover. So I wanted to hunt for a book that has the cover.
We did find someone selling the cover on Bricklink, and I've messaged to make sure it's legit. And we'll be ordering that probably sometime in the first quarter here to get him the instruction book so that he can have this. And he's got a really new cool display in his room. We'll do a short of it here soon to show you how he now has a lot of these new sets on display in his room as well. But Jango Fett's Slave 1 has landed in Micah's collection this Christmas season as well.
And the Jango figure. And he's nice. He doesn't have
We can't forget the Jango figure. How much is this little guy?
$2 to $250.
The blue on him is unlike any blue I've ever seen.
It's like a violet.
I've literally never seen this color blue. Is that used on anything else?
I know some of the figures in
Maybe
Caleb's...
friend sets?
And Caleb's basketball arena set had that color. But just the arms run about $50 a pop, I think.
Okay, now here's what I'm curious. In real life on Jango Fett, would his arms and pants have matched the blue on his helmet? Or would they have been a different variant?
I think they were a dark
Because
blue.
right now the colors don't match, and that's kind of unsettling. But the color is super cool. It's very iridescent. And he's got a little buddy with him as well. Who's his little buddy?
That's young Boba. It's Boba when he was a kid.
You've got it. So young Boba flew in the Slave 1 as a kid?
Yeah, they're hanging out in the cockpit together trying to chase down Obi-Wan. That's actually, it's on the back of the book here. And
Is this canon?
Yeah, that's an Attack of the Clones.
Oh, gosh.
And the Jango's in really good condition. There may be cracks on the heels, but no cracks on the arms or torso.
This is nuts. This is nuts. Okay. Slightly off camera on the left here. We're not going to pick it up, but you have another significantly sized Lego starship that landed in the collection. What is this sitting to my left?
This is the UCS Venator. This is one I'm excited about, for sure. It came with a currently exclusive Phase 2 Rex minifigures. First time in like 10 years since they made Rex in clone armor. And the set is really neat. I always loved the play scale Venator, but never got it because it's like hundreds of dollars.
Okay, hold on a minute. The play scale one is hundreds of dollars.
Yes.
And you didn't get it because it's hundreds of dollars. Yet
This is hundreds of dollars.
Venator is hundreds of dollars.
Well, but you're getting retail what you pay for.
You are getting retail. It's actually a special thing in our family now when we buy things at retail because we are buying a lot of aftermarket Lego. I was refreshed though. We were watching Duck Bricks the other night and he was in this giant Singapore warehouse showing all of these sealed in box sets. And he acknowledged that most of the sets that he buys pre-owned as well. And it made me feel better because when I look at some of the sealed in box prices, it can hurt your stomach and your wallet, and I kind of like having this room to film in. And for some of the sets that we wanted, we would have to sell the house. And I don't think that we can sell the house. The Venator is in the house, though the house is not big enough for the Venator, but it has now landed in your collection.
So funny story. I have my display of all the UCS sets upstairs. And I was trying to figure out how to work the Venator in there. And I pulled down the Star Destroyer and the Razor Crest and the AT-AT. And I'm moving around the Venator. Or I don't know if I had anything in my hand. And I look back and the AT-AT is falling. And I have to try and save the AT-AT before it hits the ground. It was a mess.
Last year, it was 2 years ago, we took the UCS AT-AT out in the snow to play. This year, it was the Snow Speeder. Next year, maybe it'll just be an Arctic City set, so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. That's good. You're going to try and send Cloud City Boba out there.
Cloud City Boba in the snow? If this video makes us $2,000, he'll buy a Cloud City Boba Fett to put in the snow. The good news is that our videos make us 10 cents. We are sitting pretty, and in 5 more videos, we will be able to buy a stick of gum.
Oh, nice. I'll take it.
Up front, I'm not going to pick all of these up, but you got a couple of older vintage sets that landed in the collection as well. They were items that I found on Facebook Marketplace, and I was trying to find you a couple of little stocking stuffers that you wouldn't expect. And I found someone selling just some quaint little older antique city sets. Or let's go with vintage. Vintage, antique, what do you think the threshold is? We read about it.
I remember reading vintage is like 20 years. So I don't know how old these are. Most of the Star Wars stuff in my collection at oldest is vintage because Star Wars has only been around for 25 years.
And then what is antique? Like 75 years?
I don't know. I remember we had a discussion at our family's house at Christmas about what threshold of antique is, but I cannot remember.
So I got you the Cycle Shop, which was an old town set. I thought it was complete. It was not complete, but it's only missing a couple of elements. And a motorcycle stop. It was like a little phone booth where you call the police, a little police call box, which I don't know that I've ever seen in life, honestly. It's kind of odd. And it came with 3 of the old vintage style motorcycles. I love the old vintage motorcycles. They just remind me of my Lego growing up. The little motorcycles. What do you think of it?
I think it's really neat.
I do too. I wish that this element was still in use because there's just something fun and special about the motorbike. And along with that, a little pirate on a raft. And I don't understand why his little buoys are yellow, but they are yellow. Damn. So, after that, back here in the corner, I've got an army of droids again, and a couple of taller are these spider droids.
Though I cannot remember what they're called.
Wait! He doesn't know something!
They're tri-droids. I think they're tri-droids. But I'm not sure.
I am going to look it up at dinner and hold every ounce of that against you if you were incorrect.
I'm not.
What did these come from? I'm seeing a bunch of droids, a bunch of minifig with some little speeders. Are these all from Battle Packs?
Yeah, it's 2 of the Clone Troopers versus Droids Battle Pack, which is, in my opinion, the best Battle Pack they've ever made. And I want 10 of them, but I had to settle for 2.
Oh, so this is the new Battle Pack that's out.
This is the new one.
Right. We had a bit of a debate about this. I'm not sure if I consider these little Roger droids minifigs. I can see where they could be considered minifigs, but I'm just not sure that they're minifig caliber. The other droids, I'm okay with classifying this guy as a minifig. So we're up for debate on our minifig count on these. Either way, I get why you want it. It's a cool volume of minifigs and droids for the price, and you get a couple of tri-droids with it.
Yeah. Oh.
Now, in front of that are a couple of, are these, what's the term for this vehicle?
Speeder bike.
Speeder bike. These would have been what would have been going through the forests on Endor? Near Ewok Village?
Yeah.
I know my stuff!
I don't know how close they were, but yeah. Honestly.
I know my stuff. Were these a set that you picked up, or was this vintage?
Well, it's a vintage set we picked up. It had all the parts at Bricks and Minifigs. It came with this, with Luke, and the chrome hilt was in really good condition. 2 bikes, 2 Scout Troopers. I've wanted the vintage Scout Trooper to eventually do a side-by-side with Micah Chic's Scout Trooper from 2005. And I really like them. I like their visors.
Okay, so this is another Bricks and Minifig vintage set then. 1999.
Very.
He's wearing a shirt like it's 1999. Luke is ready to party like it's 1999. Look at that. Look at the tie-dye. Wait, he's wearing a poncho?
Well, like the things they had here. Like, have you seen the indoor light? I think
I've seen ponchos. I've seen them when it's raining outside and we're at Disney.
Like, I don't know what it's called.
All right. Well, Luke's ready to party, and he's got a little bit of a goatee. I didn't know Luke had a goatee, but evidently in 1999, he still had a goatee.
Does young Boba? No, young Boba does not have a chin. So I don't know.
All right. In front of us, to the right, is another massive set that landed for our holiday.
Yeah, holiday.
Holiday.
This is our holiday special.
Holiday special, part 1. Remember, part 2's coming, where this tabletop gets transformed with Caleb's collection. And then, part 3, in which the table transforms a third time into my collection for our holiday specials. And it's not even the holidays anymore. This is the UCS gunship. I think we've already done a review on this. If you go back a couple of videos, you can see a full review on this gunship. You've got a fun fact about these two together.
Yeah, so you mentioned the Ewok Village. This and this were almost in Ewok Village instead. I messaged someone on, or you messaged for me, someone on Facebook Marketplace who had a sealed Ewok Village for $300. And I think it turned out to be a scam. They ignored our message when we tried to meet up and pick it up.
Yeah, typically, if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
And this one, I was literally looking at an Ewok Village at Bricks and Minifigs and deciding between getting this and the Ewok Village. And I decided the condition wasn't the best on the Ewok Village because it came in used, and I had come in with my little heart set on a Slave 1, so I got Slave 1.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked because we literally went to Bricks and Minifig to buy, I'm having such a hard time calling it the Slave 1, but the Slave 1, and they had just taken an Ewok Village on trade. It hadn't even been cleaned or inventoried yet. It was in the back room. So Micah went in the back and he spent 15-20 minutes looking over the Ewok Village. And I thought, oh my goodness, we're going to be leaving without Jango Fett's ship. And Micah ended up deciding that it was time for the Jango Fett ship, Slave 1, to make it into the collection. And one day, I still think that we're going to wind up with an Ewok Village as well.
I really want it because, and I kind of feel like some stuff that I get, it's like I feel like I'm righting a past wrong. I remember standing in the Walmart aisle looking at the Ewok Village discounted because it was retiring, and we're looking at it and we left it.
This is a recurring theme in our lives of looking at something, seeing the price, walking away, and then us circling around and paying 200% that price down the road. And I think that most of you, if you've even made it this far in this video, you empathize with that and you found yourself in that same position as well. Under the cycle shop is a cool little Millennium Falcon case that you picked up. Again, I think this was off of eBay.
Yes, this is a really funny story. So when I was looking at the case I got to go with Jango Fett Slave 1, and I was showing my mom the pictures of it, and she saw another listing on eBay, because I pulled up the picture on eBay, and it was of this, and she remembered when I had this as a kid, and for some reason we got rid of it, and she's like, oh, we need to get that again. And we tracked down a listing and bid.
Does this one have little treats inside too?
No.
But it's got a cool print inside.
Yeah, it's really
cool. Look
cool.
at that. But unfortunately, this seller was not near as amazing as our Bricklink seller. In fact, down in the description below, we're going to put that Bricklink seller's link because he's just awesome and we want him to succeed. And this eBay seller, thank you for selling us and sending us a case in perfect order. But there were no treats inside. Where were the goodies at? You set our expectations way up here, and now they're squashed.
They're squashed.
They're squashed.
Is that what Goofy would say?
Squashed. Squashed. They're squashed.
Yes.
In front of the Falcon case is another little, this looks like a ride vehicle at Disney. It looks like it would be on a little track, and you would, like Mater's Junkyard Jamboree or Swirl'em Saucers.
You're kind of giving me a mock idea. Set a bunch of those on a track like that?
Yes! Yes! Don't steal Micah's mock idea.
I don't know. I don't think I can.
Do you know what this is called?
It's technically, well, one released in 2014, and it was a swamp speeder. This is same vehicle, but I don't know if you can call it a swamp speeder because it wasn't in the swamp.
It doesn't look very swampy. I can throw it out in the mud, and we can make it a swamp vehicle. Back here in the rear of the gunship, it looks like I'm like reaching in the rear of it, but I'm not. We have another gift with purchase, which is a little Lego store. Our new Lego store opened up near our house. Used to be that our closest Lego store was almost an hour away, and now it's just 25 minutes away, and it's like 5 minutes from our Bricks and Minifig store. So we have all of the Lego that we need and want, and this is just a reminder of our little Lego store. We got cool little tiles as well. I'll have the tile you'll see displayed on my store of the grand opening of our Lego store.
Yeah.
We did surprise you with another little vintage set at Christmas that we picked up again. Can anyone guess where we got this? Anyone? Anyone? Micah? Anyone? Bricks and Minifig. We got this awesome little rocket set. What's cool about this is Micah and his grandpa have been building a V2 rocket mock because they both love space exploration, and that was so pivotal in the process of creating rockets that could make it into space. And this little tiny rocket feels like that. It also looks like the little things that like you stomp on and it does it?
It does, but I don't know if it broke. I don't know if I reassembled it right, and most of the time this tube is so tight it'll launch.
I see.
I don't know if I'm gonna have to look at the instructions again because I think when it broke I didn't fix it quite right. I really just need to take that tube off and like.
That's. Like I said, the set that I just leveled is one that Micah got at Bricks and Minifig. We've got a couple of more things here, and then we're going to land this plane. Another vintage X-Wing that landed this holiday that Micah just broke too. I don't know what our story is, but we are destroying some Lego today. We are breaking everything that we touch. Tell me, what year did this X-Wing come out, Micah?
Well, so I think it was released as part of a multi-pack later, but the original model came out in 1999, the first year. I think that it was one of the first Star Wars sets ever.
I mean, it feels vintage. Like, even hearing, like, when you move it, you can hear, like, crunchy bricks. And it sounds vintage, it feels vintage, it looks vintage. And 1999, Micah, do you know what else was significant about the year 1999?
Here we go again. It was the year Lego Star Wars came out.
What else was significant about that?
You graduated that year.
I graduated that
I knew it, but I wanted to go through our same little act again.
Such a cool little vintage set. One more big set we're going to show you, and then we're going to skim through some of the minifigs that you got as well. The last big set we're showcasing, you picked this one up down at Legoland in Florida as part of your holiday, and it is Benny's spaceship.
Well, no, it's actually the Galaxy Explorer.
I just think it looks like Benny's spaceship because Benny built one based on that in Lego Movie, and there was a set on that, wasn't there?
Yes, we have it, but it's broken.
Oh, so we can't compare the two side by side. That would have been super cool.
Been pretty neat. It actually is one of the weirdest Lego experiences I've ever had. One of the pieces by the Arrow, and I have the replacement in my room, I just haven't put it on there yet, was nowhere to be found when I was building, but Lego did include another piece that didn't even go to this set.
What?
So someone is sitting somewhere, possibly with a blue arch, missing this little white bracket piece that I have. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Know what happened.
How that arrow is made is maybe one of my favorite Lego techniques that I've seen.
One of the things I was excited about, and I was so bummed when I couldn't make
That is
one
incredible. There was also a scratched cockpit piece, right? That had a deep scratch in it.
I moved it. That was my fault.
Ooh, that was his fault. But we did get a replacement.
We bought that. We did not escalate it.
Yeah, we did not escalate it and ask for one from Lego. An incredible set. I haven't actually looked at this one, and some of the little details inside of here, you've got some computers and some seating and how the figs are stacked 2 by 2. This is a really, really cool set.
There's a reason I got this one when I don't get hardly any non-Star Wars sets.
And how the feet close in the bottom
Yeah.
is really satisfying as well. And you built a very cool platform for this to land on.
I found 2 vintage moon base plates.
Wait, where did you find them?
Bricks and minifigs.
Bricks and minifigs. And then up front up here, we have some different minifig that landed in the collection. I see a completely white Christmas edition of...
I don't know if it's Chewbacca or just a Wookiee.
I think it's Chewbacca. Sure. Don't tell me that's not Chewie. That's Chewie.
It might be like
Christmas
Chewie's
festive.
cousin or something. But.
You have a Captain Rex keyring. Who's next to the Captain Rex keyring?
So that's one of the 2012 Sand Troopers. I found him in my Rex keychain and these 3 clones while fishing through the Bricks and Minifigs backlog.
Bricks and Minifigs?
Like their backlog bins.
And then you got the 3 clones next to those guys as well.
Yeah, I just got those the other day, actually.
And then what about that squad of 4 up front with their little guns? Was that a battle pack?
Yeah, they go with these battle packs.
Ah, okay, okay. And then the other guys in front of this little carrier are part of the gunship, correct?
These guys go to the X-Wing.
Okay.
He goes to the X-Wing. That one's broken. And then this guy, I forget what it was that I bought, but it qualified me for this Bricks and Minifigs holiday torso. And I got to build a fig to go over top of it, and I had a Stormtrooper helmet in the Build-A-Fig, so I just built a holiday Stormtrooper. Or Christmas Stormtrooper.
Oh, with his Bricks and Minifigs sweater on. And then, real quick, was this part of one of the battle packs? What is this from?
I got that the other day, too. It's a, like a poly bag.
Okay.
thing.
Was this Bricks and Minifig as well?
Yes.
Of course
Now, that's
it
a current
was.
set. That just came out.
Okay, got it. Well, Micah, that's it. This is your holiday haul. This is all of the sets that landed in your collection December of 23 and the first 2 weeks here of January 24. And I can only imagine what else is going to land in the collection in the year to come. We're in the process of updating our brick set profile. I also can't wait to see where we land on that ranking. I think it's going to be crazy. And we're figuring out a lot of storage stuff. If you made it to this point in the video, thank you. I think this is one of the longer videos we've ever done. We want to be more consistent this year about putting content out there. And I know I say that a lot, and life is just busy. But thanks for watching with us. Thanks for supporting us in what we do. If you wouldn't mind, it would help us if you just clicked like or clicked subscribe or dropped a comment. We really hope you do, though. Lego to us is a collector's item. It's something that connects us as a family, and it's something that connects us with other people. And we hope that you recognize that Lego is a tool, and that as you go out and live your life, that you would use this as a tool to create beauty in the world around you. And that you would go out there and give more, and you would do more, and you would share more, and you would love more. And most importantly, whatever you do, that you would always remember to show your smile, because it truly is contagious.
Do more.